Hi, Chris. You one of these questions answered. So, would I define myself as a businessman or an entrepreneur? A businessman. So, why? I don't really know what the meaning of entrepreneur is, to be honest. But yeah, I just see myself as running one business, not multiple businesses. I think I see entrepreneur as someone who's does a lot of different things, and it's like Richard Branson, but not quite. Just do running one business myself. Um, what entrepreneurial qualities do I believe I possess? Put together a good team, good systems. I like what I do. I look after my clients well. Keep up to date. Yeah, good location, good marketing. A lot of those all-round skills. Yeah. How would you rank 5 key skills of entrepreneurialism? Communication. Yeah, look, communication is really important, particularly with your clients, your staff, in your marketing. So yeah, very high and important to communicate well. Whether it's the easy bits or the hard bits, there are times when you need to help your clients and that they're at lows and you need to communicate well and care for them. And it's not just their life's just not about their accounting. You need to be a person to them as well. Selling, yeah, look, selling is probably the most important thing for a business to do well. Where you can have a lot of technical skills, but unless you've got put that together with good selling skills, you may not actually do really well. So, as I always say, the person who sells the best makes the most money, and not necessarily the most technically gifted person makes the most money. It's the better seller. Focus. Yeah, that's quite a perspective word, focus. Yeah, I think most to do well, you need your focus. You need to know what you're doing well at. You need to have, I think, an initial goal and to get there and not be distracted by the many other options that come along on the way to your raw ambitions in business. Learning, yeah, for sure. You need to be good at learning. I think the learning side is refreshing to technical ability as well. I think an early lesson for me was to be exposed to other accountants, because they are the best accountants in the world. So getting exposed to other accountants, realising that they're a lot different from me, but still running the same kind of business. It's always good to be exposed to them, different techniques, and you shouldn't be learning how to run an accounting business on your own. Other people are doing it out there, so it makes sense to listen and learn from your colleagues and other good accountants who can either help you and show you how they're doing things or give you their own different perspectives. Strategy, yeah, strategy. Yeah, look, strategy, yeah, is obviously important as well. From time to time, you need to stop and sharpen the saw and the way you're running your business. Spend time on running your business better rather than just being the kind of being in the trenches and doing the work. Strategy things such as business planning and marketing plans are really important, and having regular disciplines to see how well you're doing, and that can really be quite effective. Even simple things like budgeting. Do I believe that I was destined to be entrepreneurial as a career path, setting up my own business? Yeah, look, obviously it's something that I wanted to do, and I got there. Yeah, I was originally an employee. Just found I wasn't fully happy with it. I was changing jobs a lot and not maybe getting the variety. Whereas being in business, yeah, you're able to have a lot of variety, work with different people, different clients. When you get things right, it's a good gain for you rather than your boss. Why did I want to set up my own business? Well, I wanted to be a tax agent. I was one of my early ambitions in my career, and it did take me a while to get there. But yeah, I think I just spoke about it in the last questions. I was becoming a bit disillusioned as an employee. And yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure as you get to the higher ranks of being salaried as an accountant. So the higher my salary was getting, I think there was more demands and pressure and sometimes difficulties in their roles as well. So you'd be having different pressures such as small business cash flow pressures, or a difficulty working with people, the politics of a place, or you may not like the software, or yeah, so generally some of those things were quite difficult to work with. And yeah, I think until I became self-employed, it was I able to sort of control my environment completely, and make the decisions, be the captain of the ship, choose the software, choose the people I'm working with, choose the clients I'm working with. Then it became good for me, and gave you the bigger incentives to do well. And when you got things right as a business, the payoff was greater when you're in business as well. Are you happy with your business and how it's progressed? Yes, I love what I do. I love working with a lot of different clients. I love my staff. They've been fantastic as well. And I love where the accounting industry is at with a lot of the online tools. Working with people in different ways with all the IT gadgets that are out there at the moment. I get a lot of passion from seeing people go through their life stages. So from young man to an older man that's gone from maybe salaried or to business, or grown up kids, bought houses, started new ventures. It's great to be able to influence people as well and give people advice, give them some ideas on what they can do. And I guess I've been really happy with the way the business has gone. I'm into about my 12th year, and continue. There's been sales growths in every year since I started, and I've done well. I've enjoyed a lot of the marketing side and being able to be different, be myself in the business as well. Yeah, make a lot of decisions on staff, systems, the marketing, the way the business has grown, and using your time most effectively as a business owner as well. How much dedication did my venture at the beginning require? Is there a work-life balance? How many hours I spent roughly? So yeah, in the beginning, nothing's different. You're still working really hard, which is probably not as effective as you are later on, because as you get down the track, a lot of things are, the ship is sailing and it's on course. It's got its momentum. Whereas in the early stages, you may still be trying things that may not be working. You're still setting up new things, and you may not be sure of the areas you want to work with clients. So yeah, I think just in general, you're just more effective as you go down the track. So I probably work more hours at the start just to make up with the ineffectiveness of myself. How many hours do I do? My work is a little bit seasonal, so obviously harder, bigger hours in tax seasons, months like August and that, when you're doing long hours. Yeah, I don't really count my hours, but yeah, to give you an idea, it's probably I'm a full-time worker, plus do extra hours when required, so doing Saturdays and that. So, is there a work-life balance? Of course, yeah, there's a work-life balance. If you need to enjoy your work, and you need to enjoy the rest of your life, and yeah, so that's important. Being happy in your work is fantastic. It's a good pillar of your life, so that makes your life happier. Yeah, and so yeah, you don't want to be feeling too tired and non-achieving in your work as well. So yeah, that's important. What skills are necessary to begin a business? I think listening, getting good advice, planning, yeah, having good technical ability, being confident, getting good skills, and starting some good systems are all important. What strategies did I use to first market my business? I started as a home-based business, and I had an A-frame at the front of my house, which was on the main road, and that was very successful. So the A-frame cost me not a lot, $100 or $200, and that immediately got me some traction. I had three clients to start with, and they grew. They referred me more business. And I also started a website. I did my own website initially. It's still the same domain today, but just had more professional help. And years started blogging and doing YouTubes and online videos for my website, which gave it good Google rankings. And I got my website to rank quite well on Google, so that was a great strategy at the start of my business. And I got immediate online traction and leads on my website. How did I select my employees? Generally, I've never advertised for them, so they've usually just shown interest and potential in the firm and approached me, and I've given them a go. I've grown as a boss as well, learning more and more. Obviously, the first time you employ people, you're still learning some skills at getting better at it yourself. So yeah, the last two staff I reference checked them, so that was quite important. That showed me that they'd be really good to employ, and they were correct. And yeah, they've been really good staff. How do you navigate people talents to build the most effective, team? Is the rest of the sentence there? I think regular communication with staff and team. Having a bigger team can help, so you've got more skills in the team. Working together. Keeping your team involved in decisions is really good. Sometimes you help the staff, sometimes the staff's helping the leader, so it's part of being a team. believe in numbers can outsmart the fox. So, it's three of us, three chickens. We can be strong against the fox if we stick together and work as a team. What's the method of getting what you want out of employees and using their resource to build your business? Yeah, as alluded to in the last question, just working together as a team, good communication, teaching them as much as you can, trusting them, working well with them, recognising their good efforts, having flexible working arrangements, having good systems that they enjoy working with as well, not inundating them with things that are hard to do. And working on yourself as their leader and boss. You want them to look up to you, want them involved in the business. You want them to, I think at the early stages of hiring them, I let them know that I was tired and needed their help, and they stepped up and wanted to help me. Really good. How did I establish the company culture? Well, you lead a lot by the way you're working with your team, your staff, your systems. So yeah, a lot of things. I wanted to be doing things quick and efficiently using IT and accounting software. I wanted to be paperless and yeah, and welcome staff's input and growth, and delegated certain clients to them. So that's I guess, yeah. What have been significant failures? There have been really difficult clients to work with. For instance, I was in a difficult experience recently where we terminated our services to working with someone because it was quite abusive and difficult to work for. So yeah, that can be a failure. There's been times where you've wasted money on advertising programs or websites that didn't really work. So yeah, so there can be some failures like that. Yeah, I've had staff that probably didn't meet expectations. Some things like that. Yeah, so would there be different things I'd do when I started out? Yeah, just one sec. Yeah, well, look, you'd obviously wish you knew more when you start out, as a general thing. Yeah, I think I was a bit over-focused on the importance of websites to your success in your business. And spend a lot of time buying websites, which probably didn't work. Yeah, I mean, you're always learning more technically, so I wish I knew more technically and had the knowledge with clients as well. Powerpoint's growth mindset. Yeah, well, you need to have goals, but I'm a big believer in having goals. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't have goals. Yeah, it's important. What's my inspiration? Probably my parents. Doing well at I did that a lot for my parents, and I always wanted to be a tax agent, so that was an important goal, and that was a big inspiration to me. And I tried other things, and my inspiration was to find a space where I wasn't a disgruntled employee anymore and a happy business owner. So inspiration to start my business, as I alluded to before, had 3 clients. I found the space where I sent invoices and they paid for them. And I thought, oh, this is good. Away I went. So that's my inspiration for starting my business. Okay, great. Thank you.